Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Zuhair and I'll be with you for the subject AP Pre-Calculus course. Now, before I start talking about the AP Pre-Calculus topics, first of all, you have to know that AP Pre-Calculus is including like all the functions that are commonly used in mathematics, like polynomial functions, rational functions, exponential function, a logarithmic function, trigonometric functions, and something we call it polar coordinate. Now we're going to go through all of these functions, finding domain and range, finding roots, zeros, how to find the x-intercept, the y-intercept, how to do translations for all these following functions, and the last one, how to do graph, and how to deal with the mathematical words or the mathematical problem that refer to these functions. As well as we're going to talk about something we call it polar coordinate, as I said, which is the main way between two things, the Cartesian coordinate and the polar coordinate, how to go from Cartesian into polar, how to go from polar into Cartesian. Now, by saying the word Cartesian, I'm talking about the thing that you are always using it, x and y, like putting the point 2 and 3 on the graph. This is what do we call it, Cartesian coordinate, that depends on x and y, while the polar coordinate, which depends on the radius and the angle theta. Now, maybe you didn't understand anything from the word that I said it right now, but it's totally fine. After finishing the whole course or while you are taking the course, you're going to get everything. Now, today I'm going to get started with the first topic in AP Pre-Calculus, which is the change in tandem. Now, to understand the change in tandem, you have to understand the word function. What does the word function means? All right, in mathematics, what does it mean? When you say function, always you hear about f of x, g of x as the function, and you hear about that words like f in terms of x or y in terms of x. Now you have to understand what does the word function means. Now the function, it is a mathematical relation that assigns each input to exactly one output. All right, so each input to exactly one output. Okay, now in mathematics, when you say it, input and output, let's say that we have two. Okay, this is the input. Okay, and we have 3 as an input, and we have 4 as an input. Now let's say that we have a machine right here. Okay, now once you have, let's say, $2, the machine convert that $2 into $4. Okay, now this is the output. Let's say that we have these $3 and the machine gives you $5. Okay, and the $4 the machine gives you $6. Now this is the input and this is the output. All right, now by saying the input was 2 and it becomes 4 as an output, that means that we have increased by 2, right? Now by saying it was a 3 as an input and 5 as an output, that we have increased by 2. Okay, now 4 as an input, 6 as an output, so we have increased by 2. So what is the function of this machine right here? Its main function here is to increase all inputs by what? By 2. So if you want to write this relation, you can say there is a relationship between the input